Hey Cosmic Crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi. Welcome to another a bit wacky and mad pick a card reading, but nonetheless one in which I hope we will explore some really interesting things. So it's called Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's based on the book The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, written by the famous Scottish novelist Robert Louis Stevenson. I'll link it down below in the description box if you're interested in this story. It's amazing, okay? So well written. And I was actually super lucky to be able to have lived a couple of streets down from where Robert Louis Stevenson actually had his home in Edinburgh. So yeah, also we were centuries apart, don't get me wrong, but it was a really eerie experience. So to honor his legacy, to honor the fact that I seem to be enjoying the exploration of these dark subjects, and you guys seem to be responding so positively, like this is something you genuinely want to see and you enjoy to listen to, then I'm gonna continue on this topic for a while, okay, until I exhaust my ideas. Today, I named it Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because, as you possibly know from the story already, this is a case of hot and cold, a person that seems to be very good but then unleashes the monster. A situation where you are in contact with a person, and this can be a parent, a relative, a co-worker, a sibling, a friend, or a romantic partner. So it can apply to any kind of situation, guys. Take it as it applies. But you're dealing with a person that means a lot to you, although they keep blowing hot and cold. They behave in one way very sweetly with you one day, and then the next day they push you away and they kind of cut contact and you don't know what's happening, okay? So we're going to explore in this pick a card reading, what is this person's deal? Why are you having such a confusing relationship with them? And why are they behaving like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Okay, guys? So before I proceed with the choices, you have here 4 choices today. I just want to say thank you guys so much for your donations to the channel, for all the love and all the support, for the fact that you keep on, booking personal readings with me. I have loads of things to work on at the moment, and I'm super excited. I also want to thank one of my lovely crew members who sent me today this wonderful tarot deck, Dreams of Gaia, which I am including in today's reading. So thank you so much. I think I forgot who was the person that actually purchased this deck for me. So please get in touch with me so you can receive your free reading. Okay, guys? If you're interested in doing the same, please have a look at my wish list down below. You set your own price. So basically you choose the deck that is more convenient for you and the one that you feel most drawn to. And in this way, you kind of set the own price of your free general tarot reading, if that makes any sense. But anyway, if you don't want to support the channel by actually, buying me tarot decks or oracle decks, feel free to donate. Feel free to get a personal reading. I actually instituted something quite cheap at the moment. It's a £5 reading. It's a 3-card pool, and it can help you with any sort of divine guidance or messages that you need at the moment. For those of you that are new subscribers, guys, I'm a light worker. I work with the energy of Archangel Michael and the goddess Venus, which I have here, but unfortunately you only get to see her feet. Mostly because I have so much Venus in my chart, okay? So if you're thinking of working with me, just so you know, I channel a lot of messages from the divine. I'm protected by Archangel Michael, Saint George, a lot of other people. So everything comes from my heart. Everything comes from the light. And this is why I am doing these kind of weird, kooky readings, because I really want to bring a lot of light onto dark subjects, okay? I'm bursting with ideas at the moment, and thank God I'm super healthy. So expect a video almost every day, okay? I'm going to try to keep this going because you guys have responded so positively. I want to reward you with a lot of really cool, interesting facts, okay? Good. So without further ado, let's choose your pile. You have here option number 1. This is a really interesting one. It's a jar of tiger's eye beads, and it has a little bottle inside, okay? So it's a bottle in a bottle surrounded by tiger's eye beads. That's option 1. Option 2 is, again, a really interesting lip tint that is shaped as a coffin and has this kind of really cool golden tip. Okay, then we have my favorite object to travel, to carry around with me when I travel. I lost about, I didn't lose them. I had confiscated about 3 of them because, you know, on airports, be careful guys, don't travel with this. It will be taken away from you because of the blade length. Anyway, so Swiss knife, a girl's best friend when you travel. And we have here a set of keys, okay? So guys, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Which object draws you in the most? If you've made your choice now, I'm going to proceed. I'm going to go to your pile and I will try to uncover what is the deal with this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde character in your life. Okay, guys, I wish you all the best. I love my multinational, multicultural, multiracial, multi-religious crew. I love you guys so much. See you next time. Hi, pile number 1. This is your pile if you were drawn to the tiger's eye bottle, yeah, with the tiny little bottle inside of it. This kind of sends me thinking already that maybe there's a message in the bottle, maybe people have been bottling up their emotions. Maybe this is why this person is acting in this way. They are heavily repressing their emotions. But let's ask the tarot, okay, before we jump to conclusion. That was just my initial intuition with your choice. So let's see. For pile number 1, the Archangel Michael. Okay. Whoa. So why is this person acting hot and cold? I mean, we already have the hot part, right? And water can be cold. Why is this person acting hot and cold? Wow, a lot of cards. Okay. So let me show you the cards that you have. I unblocked all the energy. As you guys know, I do not read reversals. To me, they are just blocked energy. So I'm using my skills and the space of this video to help unblock the energy so that it flows towards you freely. Okay, so you got the Sun. Do you see this card? It's absolutely gorgeous. This is about duality in itself. I mean, usually the Sun is not a duality card, but in this particular deck, I do think that it speaks a lot about this person feeling like they... So again, this can apply to whichever person in your life. I do feel that this is about a maternal figure. Queen of Cups is a woman who can be quite moody, okay? She's usually a master of her own emotions. She's able to interpret, she's able to understand her feelings. However, in this situation, I feel like sometimes she could be giving you things, but expecting something to return to her as well. So take it as it applies. This could be a maternal figure. This could be a woman that you might fancy or be attracted to. This is a person in your life that is playing hot and cold. You don't know if you are to trust this person. This person is very dual, but she hides this duality underneath a veneer of, I am bright, I am the best. Look at me, almost. Okay, so there is this aspect of, I would say she is a little bit of a drama queen, what I see in this card. I'm so drawn to how she's holding the cup here and to the fact that there is this little drop over here. So it's almost as if I am handing you a cup, so she might compliment you. She might offer her you her time, money, energy. What else could she offer you? Clothes. So material aspects, but she wants something in return. She's not doing it completely uninterestedly. This is not a giver or an altruistic, empathetic person. This is a person that has hidden intentions. I feel like from time to time you're able to see through this person's facade. In spite of the fact that she is a queen, she does have moments when the way in which she understands other people, which is highly judgmental, yeah, comes across. I think that this person has a very spread, like I feel that there is something spreading within herself, like a cancer almost, like cancer the disease, not the sun sign. She doesn't like who she is. She's not comfortable with herself. She might not even take good care of herself, okay? I can see here her hair is a bit It looks a little bit unwashed. She could be like not taking care of her body, maybe not even paying much attention to her self-care because she thinks that she has to sacrifice herself for other people. And this is a very common trope for a lot of twisted understandings of maternal love, and traditional understandings of maternal love, that twist the feminine. The idea that you're not supposed to take care of yourself once your children are born. You're supposed to just give and give and give to them. And while giving to others is a blissful experience, if you give from a place where you are not taking care of yourself, you will end up resenting your children, resenting your husband, resenting your friends, relatives, because you do need rest. You do need to take care of yourself. This person is not taking care of herself. Do you see that? In spite of the fact that she thinks she's a queen, she has bare feet. Yeah? She has all of these clothes and jewelry, but she's barefooted. I mean, how does that match? It's almost like you can easily, walk on shattered glass. You can easily step in a poo or something, unhygienic if you walk barefoot, especially where she's walking, which seems to be the darker side of the moon. But there is this contrast, right, with this person, the darkness within and the fake light persona that she's portraying on the outside. Now, let's understand why is this person like this, okay? This is the important part of the reading, because it's one way how you perceive her and how she is kind of managing her self-image, and there's another reason why she is like this, okay? And that's the really interesting deep part, because this woman is acting from a deep wound. In order to reach such a level of self-hatred or not being able to take care of yourself, self-abandonment, she could have suffered abandonment in her childhood, okay? So self-hatred, self-abandonment, self-disrespect is something that we learn. It's not something that we come into the world with. The divine child, once a baby comes into this world, is pure, is fresh, it's ready to learn, okay? The child comes with certain inborn tendencies already, right? Some children are very different than others, nervously and physiologically and biologically and other components, right? But everything regarding how we take care of ourselves, how we engage in a daily routine, how we wake up and how we go to sleep, these kind of basic things, how we work, right? How we interact with others. We learn these from social interactions, right? And this person has had a really hard time communicating with her parents, okay? So if this is a mother, she has a very difficult relationship with her grandparents. If this is a friend, again, she has a very difficult relationship with her family members, especially with her own mother. And I think that this is because I feel that there was a lot of physical punishment that this person has endured throughout her life. It's almost as if she was kind of punished into taking care of other people. Maybe whenever she had to think of herself, she was shamed into not thinking of herself, like maybe she enjoyed looking at herself in the mirror, putting on lipstick, brushing her hair, and actually thinking, hey, I actually look good today, I'm actually quite attractive. And then she was slapped, or her mother pulled her hair, or her father pulled her hair, or somebody said something demeaning to her, or she might have been in a very worse situation, sexually abused because of that, okay? And then she was made to feel that that is her fault. Oof. Very, very strong. I hope this won't trigger a lot of you guys. I'm just saying this is not about you, right? This is about this person. So if you have this kind of woman in your life, know that the fake kind of grandiose mask that she puts on, it's just her inner child. That child that was punished or shamed into not thinking of herself. And a part of her grew, so she got accustomed to grow to be in service to other people, so she's quite obedient and subservient and submissive. But another part of her is like, I want to shine, I want to express who I really am. So she goes between these periods of I want to help you, but then pulls it back, right? I want to, I'm the best. And then she engages in some sort of self-loathing dialogue about herself. So you don't really understand where you're standing with this. You might feel very confused. You might think, so are you loving yourself or are you hating yourself? One moment you seem very arrogant. The next moment it's almost like you're down in the dumps. This could also be a case of bipolar disorder in the extreme, okay, where a person cannot actually reach a stable middle ground from which they can usually work and relate to others, but they flinch between extremes of intense joy and depressive sorrow, right? So this is not about just feeling moody one day and feeling kind of happy another day. This is about people not being able to operate, not being able to work and dress themselves, okay, guys? Because I feel like mental health disorders are being thrown about just like some sort of easy tags, but they're not. Clinical cases are very difficult and different than just people who are struggling with some sort of light, difficulties in their life and that they need to talk to other people, or mood swings. Yeah, that's basically what I want to say. Bipolar disorder is a much more clinical situation. It is a clinical situation. I don't think you can apply a term of comparison. But whoa, and it's kind of like my thoughts are already like spinning in a very crazy direction. So I'm kind of thinking, what is happening to this person? I feel like this could be the internal dialogue of her. Give me a second. Give me a second. I just want to ground this energy. Oh God, wow. This person, you guys, this person is not at all comfortable. Like, I feel like I'm channeling her energy and it's not at all comfortable. I know it's difficult, but if you have to continue a relationship with this person in your life, try to use as much compassion as possible and try to not let whatever she says or does trigger you. You need to maintain a stable sense of self in relation to this person, just like I have regrouped myself. So I felt that my thoughts were kind of spinning out of direction, and I think this is how this person lives. Like, I think sometimes her internal dialogue, her inner critic is spinning out of proportion, right? And it's very difficult to kind of ground, kind of center it, kind of focus it. So this is why this person might spin even without consciously realizing between I am awesome and then I hate myself. Okay? In a lighter form, this could be just mood swings. In a semi-lighter form, this is narcissism. And in an advanced, deeply clinical form, this is bipolar disorder. Okay? So basically, that's what I wanted to sum up before my thoughts were kind of like getting super excitable. This person genuinely wants to have success, but is self-sabotaging herself at the same time. And be careful, because when you are around this person, she might operate from this place of giving you one day advice that can be very empowering, and the next day she might be leading you in a completely weird direction because she's not in tune with her intuition. She's doing so much work, expelling so much energy, trying to control that inner critic, that she's not able to actually give you the advice, the support that you would normally expect from her on a daily basis, okay? So if this is a maternal figure and you've been wondering, why is she like that? This is why. So this is why I'm trying to shed light on the situation, because by understanding other people, we are able to become more aware. And when we become more aware, we are able to become resilient. We are much more resilient to the triggers from outside, okay? This person is living with some unresolved trauma, a lot of it actually. She is really, really into having a new beginning in terms of how she communicates. But the fact that she has these kind of received opinions and she has been kind of punished into these ways of thinking about herself and about her world and about gender identity and about potentially religious ritual and traditional habits, it's very hard for her to change her mind, because changing her mind would mean deconstructing the whole system on which she based her life, okay? So step by step, bit by bit, with a lot of compassion, with very clear communication, and without allowing yourself to be triggered, you can genuinely make a change in this person's life. Or you can reach some sort of clarity. And I feel like hopefully this reading is going to give you some clarity as to what exactly is going on to this person, so that you don't allow her to affect you. If you have to live with this person and you can't remove yourself from a situation, because removing yourself from toxic people is the best strategy. It's not fighting them, it's not changing them, it's removing yourself from the situation, okay? But if you have to live with this person, I hope that this gives you a little bit more clarity. I'm gonna go now and pull some oracle cards. Let's see what the oracle has to say. What more light could we bring into this situation? So I'm using the Dreams of Gaia tarot that I just received today, and I already shuffled it and held it and studied the cards. So I feel like I've imprinted it with my energy. We have here integrity. Wow, you guys. This is beautiful. It's confirming the advice I was talking about in relation to your attitude to this person. Then we have here botanical inspiration advice. Let's see. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, Coreopsis. Beautiful. Always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Do you see this? Do you see the pattern? Coreopsis, always joyful, and the sun. This bright light, it emerges from the Ace of Swords as well. The bright light from the Success card. Let me show you the Success card. It's so cute. It's like a woman throwing pennies in her dress. And one final card, the Animal Spirit deck. I just want to wrap this up, but oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So the best strategy to handle this person is to be playful, to make her laugh, to laugh together with her. Laughter is so healing, and I think in this situation, finding, she might say some things that are absurd. She might say things that don't make sense. And the more you understand where she's coming from, the more resilient you are, and the more you don't allow her to trigger you. And if you don't allow her to trigger you, the next step is you can laugh at the absurdity of some of the things she says or demands from you or expects from you. And when you laugh, that's when healing starts for her. And I see it here with the dolphin. It's such a playful, beautiful energy, using the energy of all of your chakras. It's almost like they're singing out of your body, right? It's so gorgeous. Look at this. And I feel like you are this kind person, you are this empathetic person, and that's why you might absorb from time to time the negative energy of this person, or you might be completely pulled back, and be like, or thrown back by this, one day you say something, another day you say another thing. One day I feel like we're so close, another day I don't understand where we're standing on. This person has not had a consistent caretaker in her life, and therefore she unconsciously adopted this pattern. And there is where you come in to block that. Not by allowing her to mess with you, and thereby you also grow into an adult, or you affect your spiritual development if you already are an adult. You let it affect you in a way in which it pulls your life's direction in toxicity. But by blocking it through your resilience, through genuinely understanding where she's coming from, you're able to make fun of a situation. Not of her, but just of the absurdity of the situation, Like maybe from time to time, being the bigger person does not necessarily mean that you are burdened by something. It just means that you are able to understand it. You got your information right. You're working on your spirituality, okay? You're curious, you're growing, you're developing. To some extent, better than a person that, or not really better, because in terms of comparison, oh God, they always like block me. You're not getting better than that. You're just more curious, and you are not as traumatized as this person is, so you're more open to learning about life. Traumatized people are very blocked to learning. Most of their energy unconsciously goes towards repeating the same kind of patterns, towards, playing out the same kind of dramas in their head. And this is why they might need the help of a specialist, because they do need to come out of this repetitive cycle where, they just mess up their chances of success, and they encounter ruin in life, or they ruin other people's life through their energy. But if you act with integrity, you know, in this situation, if you stay true to yourself, that's basically what integrity is. Look at this beautiful card. You're relaxed. You know who you are. You're not triggered by this person. You're like a puma, a puma. I don't know why I felt like saying this. This is a cheetah. And you know, you're as wise as an owl as well. And if you bring clarity into the situation by making fun, by cracking jokes, by remaining optimistic, by kind of, you know, mirroring back how absurd some things are, okay? Not by insulting her, because nobody reacts well to insults, right? But by bringing things to awareness, like, did you notice that you tend to tell me the same kind of thing? Or I kind of realized that whenever I talk to you about this thing, you tend to back away, you know? So bringing things to the awareness of this person, because she's functioning deeply from an unconscious fear, an unconscious pattern, okay? I don't think she's even aware how she comes across. I think that she's just struggling on the inside. And then it's almost as if the software changes or something is uploaded in her mind, and she goes into, oh, I've been too modest. Now I need to be super out, you know, and arrogant. And, you know, well, I don't think she thinks that I want to be arrogant. Sorry, I didn't mean that. But she comes across as arrogant, but I think she's thinking I need to be more extroverted because I've been too focused on other things. So it's kind of like she absorbs a lot of pressure and a lot of criticism from the outside and tries to make herself live up to that pressure. And this is really damaging. This is why this person is acting like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But don't let it affect you. Stand with integrity, be joyful, be playful, be fun, and bring things to the awareness. If you're able to observe certain patterns in her behavior, have a conversation with her. Not a psychologist would do, so not a clinical, detached, I don't care about you, or we are bound by the professional-client relationship to not get too close. Have a heartwarming conversation with her from the heart and see what happens. And if this is too much, and if it's genuinely affecting your own mental health and your capacity to enjoy life, or it's bringing a lot of ruin in your life, then I would suggest, if you are able to, remove yourself from this person. Honestly, this is the best approach. And even cutting contact for a while. Time is an excellent healer. It brings so many things to awareness. And just allow this person to resurface back into your life if she needs something from you. And if you are also willing and able to give it, yeah? That was the message that I had for you, pal number one. I hope this helped. Let me know if it resonated down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, okay? I'm really, really happy when I see my crew growing, and I've got lots of goodies planned for you, lots of ideas popping into my mind. And during this period, I kind of post about a video a day, plus a blog post each week, plus a lot of daily messages in the community tab, and I update my stories daily on Instagram. So lots of things to keep you entertained, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in my next reading. Bye bye. Hey, pal number two, how are you guys? I send you all my love. This is for those of you that were drawn to this coffin-shaped lip stain, okay? So, guys, let's find out. Why is this person in your life acting like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde? This can apply to a relative, a family member, your boss, even your sibling, your friend, or a romantic partner, okay? So we'll see what messages popped up. Pile number one had a really interesting person as well, so you might want to go and watch that one as well. So, let's see. And also, if you skipped the introduction, I do want to mention that this is inspired by Robert Louis Stevenson book, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, where I explore why a person is blowing hot and cold in your life, yeah? Sorry, I was kind of like, I'm not that good at disclaimers or introductions. So, oh my god, the entire deck fell out. What is happening here? Blabbermouth. I keep hearing blabbermouth. A person that talks and talks and talks and talks and does not want to shut up. What is happening with this energy? Yeah, okay, pull it back in. So, this is a bit bizarre, but I'm gonna pull. I'm hearing lack of organizing, like being super disorganized. Being disorganized, dishonest, talking your head a storm with lies, and you know that they're lies. You know that they're lies, fabricated. Fabricated what? Thoughts? Fabricated illusions. One more, please. Whoa. Yeah, oh my God. Is this person spreading a web of lies? What is happening here? I'm gonna pick the one that came, the only one that came face up, okay? So the other ones I'm putting back in the deck. Ooh, I know already what this is about. Okay, this is about a sexual partner. And this person, bam, I'm just so like, it's the energy is like, this person has repressed anger issues, okay? And they are covering that by talking a storm. They lie and then they try to defend themselves, and they create this world of not so much blocked energy, right? Again, blocked energy, defensiveness. They create this world where they are always right. Everything is fine. Why should there be a problem, you know? I don't see any problems. Do you see a problem? Well, maybe the problem is with you. So that's kind of the energy that I'm channeling from this person. Wow, this person cannot actually control their lower basic desires. This is a person that, if given the opportunity, will drink themselves to sleep, would sleep with as many people as possible, would get, sick, and then they will do it again the next day, Don't get me wrong, I don't have anything wrong with partying and having a good time, but when you do it to such a crazy extent, you're clearly escaping or running away from something. It's not just about enjoying it, right? That was its original purpose. That's why people drink, dance, celebrate, right? Abundance, we have it here. But this person uses the abundance to hide a deep sorrow, abandonment. They were abandoned. They were left out in the cold. Nobody cared about them. When they were little, when they needed somebody there by their side, this person found no one. I have the image of a baby crying, standing up in a bed in a dark room with no one around them. That kind of a scenario. And this was something that was repeated. It wasn't just one night. This baby would wake up alone. And you can imagine the desperation of a child that needs an adult for its basic needs and does not have that coming forth. Whoa, I feel it. I feel this person's like really deep sorrow. Their heart literally is like this. Their heart on the inside, if you do a body scan, and if a body scan is able to actually show you the metaphorical swords in this person's heart, their heart looks like this, yeah. But they've managed to detach from their emotions to such an extent that even their heart is an abstraction. Even their heart is an idea. It's not a feeling. It's not something that they connect with anymore. This person will create the illusion that they are in love with you, that they are a charming hero, that they're victorious, that they want to protect you. But these are all just words, lies. They are not able to live up to that because they are not connecting to their heart. They don't know what love is. They don't know what love is. They know what despair is. They know what it means to have somebody that you love with such a passion. I mean, children, when they love their parents and their caretakers, they are just so passionate. And that passion that they have is also related to the fact that they have a deep, deep fear of survival, right? A fear of being obliterated, destroyed, right? This person was not well taken care of. In spite of the fact that perhaps I'm thinking it's a he, okay? I'm guessing it's a he, yeah, because I did mention this is a sexual partner. So this is somebody that you met in your life, you had some sort of sexual interaction, or you're fancying at the moment. If nothing has happened, you're fancying this person. On the outside, this person looks amazing, yeah? On the outside, this person actually portrays themselves as, I'm very good at what I do. I have a PhD. I have my own business. I have a house. I have a car. I have pets and I'm really friendly with pets. I love children and I'm really friendly with children. I donate to organization. I believe in God. You know, like perfect, picture perfect. But this is a facade. This is a facade inside. So the Six of Wands, right? Victory, having people support him, charming the socks out of everyone in his surroundings. And inside, this person is like this. It's like, this person, when they drink, or when they had too much to drink, they trash things. They start smashing things without understanding why they do it. They black out. This is the kind of person that has so much repressed anger that it's scary when it comes out in states of unconsciousness. This person actively avoids falling asleep next to people that they enjoy because they know that a lot of anger comes out of them when they are in between states of consciousness. So be very careful about drinking with this person, indulging in recreational drugs or medicinal drugs, or sleeping next to this person. This is not a person that is gonna make you feel safe. If they continue to not treat their heart, to not connect with it, this person has a high chance of actually harming people around them, genuine harm. And they won't know that they did it. Do you know Oliver Sacks' book? I'm going to link it down below. It's interesting that it popped up here. We're kind of getting deeper right now, but it's still popular psychology, so it's not that kind of depth psychology. But he wrote the book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, and it is about these blackouts, these moments when you don't understand what's happening, Ooh. So be aware. I think something inside of you, I don't even think like I need to give you this advice. You know that there's something wrong with this person. That's why you're here. That's why you clicked on this video. You're guided here because you know that this person, there's something weird with them. And if you are not in contact with this person, God bless. Spirit is protecting you from this person. I would suggest not engaging with them until they have actually managed to clear up their act or have sought some sort of professional help. And it's such a pity, it's so heartbreaking because this person, if they connect to their heart, they can be amazing, right? They might look very good. They are intelligent, definitely. People that have gone through trauma are usually highly intelligent if they manage to, if the trauma didn't actually, was not of the intensity of such a high caliber and it did not happen such at an early point in your life that it damaged the brain cells. But, oh God, I don't know. I just feel like, I think I think you know this aspect. I think you are drawn to their potential as well. And that's why it's such a pity, right? I think that you and me both know. We see what's happening with this person. But that doesn't mean that you have to engage in this. And if you feel strongly pulled towards engaging in this person's world, then stop and reconsider. It could be some self-destructive pattern within you that's calling you to connect with this person. I've had a similar person in my life. I can speak from experience, and it required so much strength to pull myself back. But it is possible. And as I did it, as I engaged in self-care rather than caring for this person, I thanked myself over and over and over again, because this person would have harmed me physically, would have ended to that point, and they wouldn't even have been aware of it. This person needs to deal with their deep anger issues related to their abandonment. They have to confront their mother, their father, for whatever it is that they've done to them, mostly abandoning them. And I feel that the worst thing is that this person's trauma is being reinforced because I'm sure that their mother or father is acting as if they provided the best care in the world, and the child should never be ungrateful. It's that kind of dynamic, that kind of toxic bottling things up dynamic. I do see here that 3-3 is a significant synchronicity you might see in relation to this person. 3-3 is also, 3-3 is the sign of ascended masters. Oh my God, you have it here. How could I didn't notice it. Okay, so there was something right in front of my eyes and I didn't notice it. An additional clue, an additional intuitive hit. This tells me two things. It tells me that there is a chance of this person getting better if they seek help and if they seek it now. This person can actually grow and learn and heal. They have it within them. They are not hopeless, but they do need to seek professional help, and they do need to stick to it, and they do need to eliminate distractions and stop fucking around and destroying themselves to the point where they get sick and they get other people sick. So that's one message. And another one was, you knew all along what this was about, but you were pushing it away because you preferred the illusion, the Seven of Cups. And the energy of the Queen of Swords is just here to remind you, use your analytical energy, use your thinking skills. In this situation, you have to use your mind, not your heart. Your heart sees the potential that this person has. Your heart might possibly hint at the wounded child, the wounded, abandoned child, and you might want to go and hug this person. Don't resist the urge, because it will end up hurting you. If this person is unhealed, they will take out all of their maternal trauma on you. Or if you are a man in a relationship with a man, all of their maternal trauma on you. So it continues to apply. Because this person has deep, deep, deep maternal attachment issues, okay? And until the day when they stop believing this lie that they tell themselves, that they are stronger, that the abuse made them stronger, that they can rise from the ashes, and that they, there's nothing wrong with them, there's nothing to treat, there's nothing to, this is a lie, they're living a lie, and they're spreading lies everywhere. They're spreading this illusion, this fake sense of self. And because they are in a fake sense of self, that's how they bring toxicity into other people's life, because toxicity is nothing but you not being yourself, you lying, you cheating, you hiding, you operating from intentions that are not in accordance with your higher self, because you think you're bad, or you think you need to punish or to punish others or to control others. Yeah, that's the only thing that true toxicity is: engaging in falsehood, self-falsehood, fake sense of self. That's why it's so important to work on your spirituality. But you know these things. If you're here, if you're watching this, I don't need to tell you more than that. So we have here sorrow. We have here the Three of Cups. Okay, let me just take a cup. It's just this person's energy completely kind of like, it took me a bit back, and I'm actually drinking cocoa, guys. I felt like I needed a soothing drink while I'm doing this kind of reading, because we're getting deep here, right? So, two Three of Cups, yeah, and the Three of Swords. 333, the sign that the Ascended Masters are with you. They are guiding you. They're protecting you from this person. If this person contacts you, or if you maintain contact with this person, please try to send them some counseling material, the address or the phone number of some professional that could help them. It's very good hygiene. It's a sign of self-respect and self-love to consult a professional. And I feel that this person can generally begin on a really beautiful spiritual journey with the right kind of help and the right advice. So keep your emotional distance and physical distance, especially, because I feel like this person could generally want to get into your pants by using sweet words and promises and all sorts of like gifts, and and then they'll just get up and leave and treat you as if you are garbage or you're nobody. Because in this way they reclaim the power that they felt they lost when their own parents treated them as garbage. Does that make sense? I hope it does, my dear. I want to bring light into this, a lot of light. Dear God, do we need it? Whoop. And as I said this, I kind of hit my cup. Oof. So yeah. Ooh, wow. Fear. Oh God, I felt this person's fear. This person is like, I'll hit first before I'm hit. I'll fight back first before somebody else fights me. Wow. I feel so sorry for what happened to this person. Nobody deserves that kind of a situation. Nobody. No child should go through something for what they did. But that doesn't mean that they are allowed to hurt other people now, right? Okay, and one final card. I'm going to pull from the Animal Spirit deck. So they got 2 botanical flowers. Nature could really regenerate this person. And I do feel that if you meet this person in a natural environment, you will be protected. You'll be protected. That doesn't mean that you should meet them in a dark forest at night, okay? Use common sense, right? You know best. You know best. Use your intuition. Yeah. Light and dark. So the advice that they got here. Beautiful. Hyacinth is one of my favorite flowers. It's actually blooming at the moment in front of my building. So we have playfulness. Play is the royal road to childhood, happiness and adult brilliance, and intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. Yeah. Inner beauty. This person has to cultivate inner beauty by being playful, by not taking themselves so seriously. It's a very different advice than the one I gave to pile 1, but they're connected. That one was about how the viewer can actually support that person by being more playful and how they communicate with them. And in this one, it's about this person needs to start healing their inner child, become more playful, realize that there is such a thing called inner beauty, not just external beauty, not just this narcissism that they are using to get favors and sex and dismiss other people or make fun of other people who are not living up to ridiculous standards of beauty. And yeah, I think this person definitely needs to use their intelligence to analyze their life story and figure things out. Allow their mind and their heart to work together, combined, not just focus on how to use their intelligence and their words to cut people, to cut them off, to cut them down, just to cut, snap, anger that comes out through this passive-aggressive behavior, sarcasm, a sarcasm that is bitter and vitriolic, right? Play. This person definitely needs to heal their inner child. We have here crocodile as well. Crocodile is not really such a great omen. I do think that this is a creature that lurks underwater. This is about stealth tactics. This person might stalk you, or they might try to tap your phone, or check your social media, make fake accounts and try to contact you through fake accounts. Coward behavior, right? Coward behavior. They don't want to show who they really are, because that would mean risking themselves, but they do want to control you. And I think that they see what a kind heart you have, so they're irrevocably attracted to you, because they know you can heal them, but you shouldn't feel the pressure to heal them, because they will just suck from you. Until they are healed themselves, unfortunately, I don't see the potential of a really good, fruitful relationship between the two of you. This person needs to combine their opposites, to merge them, to allow the warmth of their heart, their creativity, their playfulness, to unite their wounded, segmented, separated child. I feel like this person is gonna act like, or has been acting like, one day they are very warm and very playful, and then the next day they are very, they don't talk to you, and they don't give any explanations. Or you go out with them and you're having a really good time, and then all of a sudden, without telling you, they just go away, or they do something completely unexpected, like it comes out of nowhere. And that nowhere is their unconscious. This is how people have been behaving with them. And I'm not even sure how aware this person is of their behavior. You might think that they're doing this consciously. I'm not sure how conscious they are of this. Or they could be doing it from a conscious perspective because they want to manipulate you. They want to get you to be obsessed with them, chase them, follow them around. So resist the urge to get deeper into a commitment with this person. You are not supposed to heal them. There are paid professionals that are trained to do this kind of work. If you feel like you can't detach yourself romantically from this person, keep a place in their heart. Continue to hold them in your heart. But give it time. And if they do get in contact with you, send them the number of a professional specialist. This is the only way you can help them at the moment. And this is the healthy way in which you can interact with them and help them without absorbing their toxicity in. I genuinely feel like you should protect yourself, my dear. This is a crocodile, right? Lurks very silently and then attacks. This is a lot about, a dragon, right? A person that burns with fury inside, but hides it under a coat of victory. So allow them to work on their root chakra and solar plexus chakra energies as I see it in this beautiful card. And you go and live your own life. And if it's meant to be, it will come back together. There is potential, definitely, 100%. But it has to come from this person, not from you healing this person. You already did your job. If they met you, they know how healing you can be. So you already did your part in this story. Now it's up to them. The ball is in their court, yeah? They need to throw it back and hit the love. Like a tennis lingo. Yeah. So that was the reading that I had for you, pile number 2. I hope this helped. It felt like a very brief counseling session. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments. Does this resonate with anybody you know in your life? Anybody you dated or are fancying? Now I hope that I brought some clarity as to why they have been acting in this way. Deep abandonment issues and anger that they need to process. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this reading, I'm already collecting the cards. It's a sense of impatience. If you've enjoyed this reading, please have a look in the comment box below. I have, in the description box below, I have a lot of goodies for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye, pile number 2. Bye-bye. Hey, pile number 3. This is for those of you that were attracted to the Swiss knife. If you skipped over the introduction, this pick a card reading was inspired by The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. I will link the book down below in the description box if you're interested in that. But it's about, so the reading itself is about people who act in a very confusing way. So this can apply to a romantic partner, a parent, a relative, a sibling, a friend. Take it as it applies, okay? So it doesn't have to be only a person that you fancy. And I'm going to try to uncover why they are acting like this and how are they behaving that is toxic. And then try to pull some oracle messages to bring some light into this situation, okay? So you are better prepared to know how to handle them. I actually made myself a cup of cocoa. Feel free to actually make yourself a really warming beverage as you're listening to this, because, yeah, we're getting deep into this, okay? We're getting deep. But you are here for a reason, and I'm very happy to find you here. So let's see, Spirit. Okay, Archangel Michael, why is this person acting in this way? Why is this person hot and cold? What can you tell us about this person? Who is this person as well? Who is this person? Ooh, again, so many messages from Spirit today. And I want 2 more cards. Oh my God, again, this has been happening to every pile today. Spirit is like, let me talk. Please, I need to give out messages. Yeah, okay, I'll take all of them. Who am I to fight? Maybe from my previous videos that I don't read reversals. So what I do is I use the space of this reading to unblock your energy. There we go. So that when you see this video, the energy flows freely towards you and brings resolution, relief to whatever issue you've been thinking of. You are here for a reason, so I do want to use the space to help. Okay, wow. A lot of blocked energy. Is this somebody that you know? Somebody that you met while traveling? This is somebody that you met while traveling with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm very called to say that this is somebody that you met while traveling, and you could be separated from them at the moment. Somebody that lives further away from you. Childhood friend. Why am I hearing childhood friend? For some of you, this could ring true. This is a childhood friend that moved away from home. For others of you, it's a partner that you met while traveling and now you're separated. This person is blowing hot and cold because they have a really poor internet connection. What? There are very practical reasons why this person is playing hot and cold. Okay, I'll just tell you this. The only bad card I see, bad in tarot terms. The only difficult card or difficult energy I see is the Four of Swords, sorry, not the Six, but even the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords, usually, they're not the most difficult sword cards. Oh, I see what this is. This person misses you. This person misses you so much, and they are blowing hot and cold because that is their coping strategy in this long distance situation. So this is for two groups, right? For those of you that have had a childhood friend that was very close to you, that you shared a lot of things with, and this person moved away and something happened in this person's life. They got pregnant or they had a baby recently and you couldn't be there because of the quarantine situation and the global restrictions on travel. And this is breaking this person's heart a little bit. So they are not in contact or pushing you a little bit away. They're kind of being very happy, but then other days they might not be so communicative or forthcoming because this situation generally makes them sad and they're protecting themselves from feeling sad. Also because if something happened in their life, they are placing their focus on that. If they just had a baby, they're focused on that. Of course, baby requires a lot of time and attention. So, or a wedding as well, they're focusing on their partner. And then for others of you, for those of you that are part of the group that have met a person while you guys were traveling, a person that was very stable and sweet and very nurturing and traditional, this person, because of the fact that they are kind of an earth stable energy, they really don't enjoy the fact that you're separated. This is a period of difficult self-discipline for them because this is a person that lives very sensually through their senses, right? So if they can't touch you, if they can't go to bed with you every day, if they can't eat with you every day, this harms them because to them, having sex, touching somebody, going to sleep with them, talking, represents the relationship. They find it very difficult to use Skype or FaceTime or, communicate through WhatsApp because that's nothing to them. That's just words. This person is a doer, an achiever, practical, material, stable, present. So they like to have, own, touch, possess. So if you are a bit driven wild by this behavior where you want to contact them every day and just have this kind of easy exchange, keep in touch, but this person is kind of like contacting you every 2 or 3 other day, I don't think that this person is cheating on you or is doing something secretive that you must know of. This person is genuinely just, it's kind of sweet, okay? And we do have here the Two of Cups as well. Sorry, I don't think if you are able to see all of these cards. Let me put them like this. So we have the Two of Cups here to the side, right? I mean, look at this. This person is crazy about you. And because they're crazy about you, they are reminded every time you contact them, they're like, oh, I can't touch you. It's like, why do you keep reminding me? It's torturing me. I'm trying to forget, okay? I'm trying to put my head in my studies, or I'm trying to put my head in my work. Okay? So this is a light form of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. This is a person that is very sweet, but then kind of is not communicating so well with through the realm of, online conversations. And that's true for a lot of people. Water signs and earth signs find it so much more difficult to maintain a relationship at a distance and through these kind of technological gadgets and apps. But fire signs and air signs, they basically live for this, especially air signs. They're masters at this kind of conversation. They enjoy it. They would like to introduce it into their relationship, For them, the idea of separate beds, it's like, wow, okay, interesting, cool, I can get a good night's rest. While for, water signs, it would be like, what? Separate beds? Are we breaking up? So that's the kind of energy that I see here. This is such a lighter energy, definitely. I mean, you guys have the Lovers here as well. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Why is this guy under the table throwing me off a little bit? What's happening here? Okay, I think this doesn't apply to the group. It's so strange because I'm reading right now for 2 groups, but going back to the group that has this childhood friend that left home. They are dealing with some sort of hardship. Maybe a relative that is sick, is not feeling good, or maybe they got sick, or there's some sort of skeleton that they keep in their closet. So this is why your childhood friend, who you used to share a lot of things with, this person that I think to some extent knows you very well, you were expecting them to be more open with you, more intimate, more close, but they've pulled back all of a sudden. And it could be as well due to the fact that something has happened in their life that changed their life, and they are sad because you can't be there to share this joy. But also they're not sharing with you something a bit darker. They're burdened by a relative. They've cut off a relative that actually is struggling. I'm hearing struggling with alcohol. I'm hearing adultery. I'm not sure if your childhood friend had a fling, cheated on their partner, and now they had a baby with this partner. And this is something that gives them so much shame. They are ashamed to tell you that they did this because they fear that you will judge them. In spite of the fact that you have this close connection. Maybe you portray an image of being very well put together, very hopeful, very beautiful, right? Maybe you are in a love situation right now where you're feeling deeply satisfied. And your childhood friend might feel the pressure to have the same kind of thing like you, because maybe you've always had, things that you shared and your life paths went in a certain similar direction up until the point where she moved away. I feel like it's a she. I feel very drawn to the Empress card, the pregnant Empress, but it could also be a he. And now this person is kind of pushing you away. And it's because of the shame that they feel. Maybe they had an argument with the relative and then the relative died. And they felt that they couldn't support them. So there is this familial shame, or maybe there is this romantic sexual shame that they cheated on their partner. And then the baby came, or the marriage proposal came, and they went through with it. And this person kind of sees you like, wow, okay, well, you've got all of your ducks in a row. You've portraying this image of being happy and healthy and moral. And your childhood friend knows that she hasn't been moral. And they're afraid to communicate this with you. So you could reach out to this person and just let them know that whatever they're going through, you're there by their side, just like in that song. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody harm you. I feel like for each pile today, I'm giving a literary or musical reference. So, sorry about my singing as well. But I'm going to link it down below in the description box, the song. But I'm sure that you know it. It's a bittersweet kind of energy I'm feeling. This is definitely not as heavy as pile number 1 and pile number 2. This Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing is a bit exaggerated in these situations because they're very light. On one hand, you have a childhood friend that does not contact you or pushes you away because she's ashamed to tell you what has happened in her life. And on the other hand, you have a partner that you've met while traveling who does not enjoy the long distance situation of your relationship and is just wanting to focus on something else that does not remind them of you, because thinking of you hurts them. Maybe you have had an argument as well with this person, so it added to their anxiety, to their separation anxiety from you, right? Because there's one thing when people go away, but you're on good terms with them. When you're on good terms with someone and you trust them and everything is fine, there are no issues, you can easily accept that your partner might go for a holiday or a work trip someplace, because you can count on that. Your inner peace is reflected into the relational peace. But when you had an argument and you're far away from each other, you're thinking, oh my God, what if this person wants to spite me or anger me, wants to punish me? What if this person sleeps with somebody else? What if this person, gets ideas from other people that are trying to get into his brain, and, we're going to split up, So I'm laughing. I know I'm terrible. But I just feel like these are just fears, illusions, right? This doesn't need to happen. This doesn't need to happen. It's just a fear. And that's why I was laughing, because it's a fear. Yeah, it's not the reality. You guys love each other very much. Maybe one way to communicate physically is to send this person things, letters with small trinkets from you, if you can. The post is still working, so that's one way. The postman can actually drop them things in front of the house. A t-shirt in which you're sleeping. Your favorite CD compilation. I don't even know if CDs are still used, but something sweet, something that reminds them of the connection with you. A photo, like an old-fashioned photo, not an Instagram photo, I feel like this person really would enjoy that, would enjoy nostalgia, but this person needs to touch things that you own, that you have. Like those people in the past that used to cut a lock of their beloved's hair and put them in their lockets, and they had this beautiful romantic lockets from the 17th and 18th century, signs of love and adornment. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful energy. I'm actually relieved to do the reading for you guys after the first two piles, which were a bit intense, but also they had to, I had to communicate those messages. So I want to bring some light into the situation. What further advice can we give? Eternal memories, okay? And I want for the other pile as well. So because we have two, pile 3 is split into 2, apparently. What is happening here? Oh my God. Elegance and patience. Oh my God, this is so fitting. This is so fitting. Wow, okay, so yeah. For the group that has the childhood friend, eternal memories. The best things in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. If you still want to be in contact with this person, reach out and let her know that no matter what she has done, or he has done, but I do feel it's a strong Empress vibe here. Taurus, potentially. No matter what she has done, you are by her side. And I see here Scorpio. Myosote Scorpioides. Wow, okay. So you could be Scorpio and your friend is Taurus, or you could have this kind of polarities in your relationship. Appeal to this person's memories of your relationship. Get this person to become nostalgic. I feel like you guys are going to cry, but you're going to remind each other that you love each other very much and that you still want to continue this relationship. It will be a deeply healing moment for both of you. And for the other pile that has this connection, this long distance connection that is at the moment being kept away due to the current global restrictions, elegance and patience. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Have patience. It's coming together. In divine timing, you guys are going to be reunited. And also, this global situation started with the current transit of Aquarius, of Saturn and Aquarius. Aquarius and Saturn, that would be fun. So it will end. It has an expiration date, okay? It will end in 2022. There might be some restrictions for you guys to travel, but that doesn't mean you won't see each other until 2022. Although I do know that from my own personal experience, if you have a deadline attached to a situation where you have to exercise a lot of patience, it is more easier to endure. So the long deadline will be 2022, but there will be moments, for example, when the Saturn makes a really good trine to the Sun, such as during Gemini season or during Libra season. Gemini season is coming up right now in May, and Libra season is coming up in October. September, October. Those will be moments when you can travel and see each other. Or you can connect with each other on a deeper level, okay? So fear not. Your patience will be rewarded, okay? Try some of the strategies that I suggested with sending this person a material gift, something that they can touch and feel. Let's see further advice for the first pile. Too many cards, I'm confused. So what's happening here? For the first pile, further advice, Archangel Michael, what do they need to know? Yeah, okay, so the same card fell off. Spirit speaks. We have here elk, tradition, paternalism, full moon. The next full moon could be significant. It's happening on the 7th of May. Maybe this person's birthday is around that time, because I do see Taurus influence here. So, excellent time to reach out to her. Excellent time to re-establish the safe, secure grounds of your connection. This is, to some extent, a karmic link. You know this person from a previous lifetime and you met again to have a counterpart in this lifetime, to help each other out. And she is going through tests at the moment. Spiritual tests. So she needs you. It's like your karmic bond calls each other, one towards another, right? Resolve it by re-establishing a firm foundation. Appeal to her emotions. Go down memory lane. You won't regret it. I feel it's going to be a really deeply healing experience. It will help you as well, because I feel like you need your friend as well. The Judgment card that I kept touching right now, it's like a call to see a situation in a completely different light, with compassion, not impatience or demanding it, with entitlement, right? Let go of entitlement and impatience and go back to compassion. And so what I mean is not that you are necessarily an entitled person, but in this situation you might have demanded to contact her, or demanded something from her, expected something from her. Let go of that, yeah? What you need at the moment is just to reassure her. I feel like it has to come from you. I don't know why. I feel like it has to come from you, this reassurance. And then she'll respond in kind. Very strong feelings here. We have the Lover's card, forgiveness, union. And for the second group, a crow, purification. Okay, so this is a really interesting energy, because I feel that, and like getting in touch with magic, right? With intuition, listening to your intuition deeply, what it says to you during this period. You know that this person loves you, so why not acknowledge it? Don't allow fear to contaminate your mind. During this period, you do so well to just focus on self-care, to purifying and detoxifying your life, to working on positive affirmations, increasing your optimism, not allowing the current global situation to reach you too deeply, practicing good self-care, because this is going to reflect back into this relationship. You'll be open-hearted, loving, giving to this person, maintaining a connection with them rather than arguing with them for why are they not there. You know, sometimes, yeah, we reach that point. Transforming the dark into this gorgeous glow. The heart, solar plexus. And I do take this as an invitation for the third eye. I don't know why, this fuchsia color. Practice your intuition. Speak from the heart. And try to find creative ways to connect with this person. If one avenue doesn't work, there are potentially 10 more that you can explore. visual ways to contact this person, creative ways to contact this person, material ways to contact this person, right? I've given you one idea, but I'm sure you can think of more. And I'm gonna pull one final card from the beautiful deck that was granted to me by one of you lovely subscribers who was donated to this channel. If you want to donate decks to me that I can use them in readings for you guys, feel free to do so. Have a list at my wish list down below. If not, I still love you. It's no problem. One card to wrap up this reading for both groups. Okay. It gently fell out. Wow, perception. So thinking that these two people in both piles, the childhood friend and the faraway lover, are acting like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it's just a matter of how you perceive them based on your own fears. Shifting the way you perceive things is going to improve these relationships, and it's going to stop these people from acting the way they do. So in this situation, rather than expecting your childhood friend to contact you, to give to you, understand that she might be going through something really secretive and a lot of shame. So this is why she might not be open with you as she used to be. So do the brave thing and reassure her that you are still there for her if you want to continue this relationship. And for this other group, as I said, with patience, with finding creative ways to contact your lover, who is at the moment acting hot and cold because they are genuinely upset about the fact that they can't be with you, and they're trying to do everything in their power to distract their attention, hoping that time will pass quicker, they'll get to have you in your arms. There's nothing to be afraid except fear itself, right? Okay, pile number 3. I feel I really need to close the reading here. Don't want to make it too long. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope at least one of the 2 messages resonated. I didn't expect it to truncate, but as you can see, 2 trees here, 1 over there. Messages abound in this reading. If you enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what resonated and what didn't. Feel free to subscribe, please. Include yourself in our amazing family that's growing day by day. Have a look in the description box for goodies. And I'll see you next time, my loves, okay? During this period, I'm healthy and I'm feeling really energized and bursting with ideas. So you'll receive about a video a day from me until the full moon. Okay, guys? I send you so much love. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile number 4. This is for those of you that were drawn to the key. So key set, keys. I'm wrapping up the day with you. Actually, this is my final reading for the day, and I hope I can get this done before the sun completely goes away and takes all this light with it. So for those of you that click directly to your pile, this is a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde reading where I try to bring light into a situation, a relationship. It could be with anyone that you have on your mind, a relative, a friend, a romantic partner, a family member, a boss, okay? Somebody that's just being hot and cold in your life. You don't understand why are they acting like one person today and another person the next day, right? You feel there's something happening there, but I'm going to bring some clarity into the situation. And then I'm going to try to, so first I'm going to try to identify who is this person and how do they behave, why do they behave in this way? And then I'm going to bring some clarity as to some messages as to how you can handle them, yeah? The whole point is to help you build some sort of resilience in the situation and know how to act, okay? So I'm going to be using today this beautiful deck, the Dreams of Gaia deck that was gifted to me by one of my lovely subscribers. If you want to donate to my channel, my wish list is down below. You can set your own price because you will receive a free reading from me if you do that. So keep that in mind. If you don't want to donate or if you don't want to purchase something from my wish list, that's okay. I still love you. You're so welcome here. So let's move on with your reading. Let's find out who is this person and why do they behave like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. By the way, the reading is inspired by The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, a book by Robert Louis Stevenson, which I will link down below in the description box if you're interested in reading something in this period. I know that in my region as well, schools are closed until September. So if you are studying and school is closed, maybe you might have time for that. I don't know, to read a book. Weird thing to say. Anyway. Okay, so let's see. I want more cards. What kind of situation is this? Who is this person? I'm hearing familial, but one more. You see me pulling cards out of the deck. And instead of allowing them to come forward, this is about control. Ooh, control. Wow, okay. And when I said this, like half of a deck fell out. Just gonna choose the one that came on top. And we're gonna work with what we have. So, oof, 3 of Hearts. Yeah, pile number 2 had this. Maybe that reading might resonate. And the Star. Oh my god, and the Hanged Man. Pile number 3 had this. The piles are connected today. This usually happens with the energy of the day because it is influenced by the astrological movement of the stars. So we do get the energy that we get. Okay. Blocked energy, which I'll be using to unblock here first off. Yeah, pleasure, change, a truce. My intuition feels a little bit muddled with this pile. What's happening here? Give me a second. It's so hard to reach this person. It's so hard to reach this person on an emotional or intuitive level. I feel like this person blocks so much. You say something and they push it back on you. You feel something and they push it back again on you, right? It's your responsibility. You've been doing this. If they do something to you, it's your fault. Control. Who is this person? It's very mysterious energy as well. Who is this person? A sibling? I'm hearing familial, sibling. This is a sibling that you were not in contact with for a while now? You used to be very close. You used to be very close, very sweet. But something happened. Something that really hurt you. It hurt your sense of self-esteem. You realized that this person, this sibling, that you had a very close connection with, and you felt like you were very, very close. Like you were generally that kind of person that would say, I love my brother or my sister. It turned out to be completely different than you expected it. This person is just calculated and ruthless. And the person you thought that you loved is not who they really are. They're just following their own interests. Feel like they might manipulate your parents for resources. They want your inheritance, they want your money, they want what you have. Why? Well, because they hate themselves. They think they can't do it. This person, the sibling, could be overweight or struggling with how they look. They could be covert alcoholics. I'm very drawn to how she's pouring the water here, almost as if this person in the middle of the night drinks without people's knowledge. This is the kind of person that considers having a good time just drinking. They are making the situation more complicated than it should be by just, I feel like this person said or did something with their indecision, with their lack of responsibility. They said or they did something. They harmed you very much. And now they're just like, oh, nothing happened. They're pretending like nothing happened. They're staring at the ceiling, waiting for you to calm down and stop feeling things. This is awful. If somebody did this to you, remove yourself from the situation. Oh God, this is... Oh. Especially if this is how you understood the relationship. And no wonder you're in a Three of Swords, betrayed by your own sibling. But not even betrayed, but like insulted or hurt or considered to be... Do you hear people laughing outside? Maybe this person even laughed in your face. Like this person said something that showed what a bad opinion they have of you. And then they laughed, almost as if, you know, you shouldn't get upset if this person says that you're fat or stupid or ugly or a bad sister or bad brother, or that you're not worthy of love. I don't know what this person said or did. I can't really see it in the cards here, but it was something really, really hurtful. That's for sure. Definitely. It broke your heart. It broke your heart. And you are still open to a truce. But it has to come from this person's side. Please, please don't go ahead and apologize for what this person did to you. Does it make sense? Because there is this behavior sometimes, you know. Empaths do that. They want to reconcile with people. They want it to be peace and harmony between people. And they end up apologizing to the people that should apologize to them. I have the feeling your sibling could be a bit of a narcissist, a bit of a manipulator. And could be using your parents against you as well. Oh. I'm so sorry, pal number 4. This is not okay, but at least, you know, now you know the situation. And I think that I want to pull more cards for this person. Why is this person acting like this? Let's use the Dream of Gaia Tarot. Why is this person not apologizing to you? If they hurt you, the normal reaction would be, I'm sorry. I feel like this person doesn't want to swallow their pride. This person can't have done anything wrong. In their mind, they think they're perfect. Somebody's kissing their ass. Maybe a parent is kissing their ass and inflating their ego. And I think once they're separated from the influence of that parent, they will be able to come back and apologize, but I see no reconciliation until then. So we have here, let me show you the cards because it's beautiful. The 10 of Cups. Finding happiness on your own, finding your wish fulfillment independently. There is a reason why you had to have this conflict with your sibling. And then we have the 7 of Cups. Going down memory lane, this is an offer of forgiveness, a reconciliation. But it needs to come from this person, and it will come. When this person, I feel, will be given, this person, I think, sorry, sometimes I go over my words, I think faster than I speak. This person will be given lessons in modesty. I feel like the current Saturn and Aquarius transit is really significant for them. This person will be given lessons in modesty. They will be humbled. They will be brought down to their knees. They will understand that they cannot proceed forward in relationships until they deal with their unhealed trauma and until they manage to apologize for how shitty and toxic they've been to other people. Excuse me for that word, but I'm genuinely upset for you because this person is not apologizing to you already. I don't feel you deserved what happened. Do you see this card? She's using 3 feet to stand up. This hurts so badly. You need 3 feet to stand up. 1 for each sword. Especially if it came from a family member that you were so connected to. Again, 3. 3, 3. is a sign that you're protected. The ascended masters are around you. A synchronicity, when you see 3-3, this person is thinking of you. 3 of Cups, celebration. I love the way in which the 3 of Cups is represented in this deck, because it's almost as if eliminating that whole 3-party situation. It's about the flow of things. You guys need to go back into the flow of things. Life is a celebration when everything is flowing as it should be. When your energy is allowed to flow freely, whether mental, emotional, sexual, and people receive your energy without blocks and they send you their energy back. And there is the sense of harmony between the two of you. I feel that there is a reconciliation coming up. My dear, this is really beautiful. But I don't think that these cards show me why this person is like this, because this is what I asked them. Maybe it's a mystery why this person is like this. I genuinely think that this person hates themselves. I feel that this person might have been compared to you, especially if it's a sibling, and they had enough, and they decided to take it out on you in the worst possible way, or at the worst possible time, and they ended up breaking your heart. And maybe that's why this person feels like they are entitled to you coming back to them, because they suffered all their life because you were so perfect all the time and compared it. It could be like a younger sibling, older sibling dynamic here, where the younger one is always compared to the achievements of the older one, and there's a lot of pressure on the older one to achieve, and the younger one is just the clown of the family. Yeah, this kind of traditional dynamics in families, you know. I want one more card, and then we'll pull the oracle. I need just one more card. Can you please tell me the energy between this person? I mean, who needs to apologize? I know I feel that your viewer, you deserve an apology, but I want to understand why this person is not. King of Cups, Dominion, 2 of Wands. This person could have been jealous on your crush. You had a King of Cups, you had a person offering you love, a person that was gorgeous. And I think that was the cherry on top that made your sibling crack. And your sibling wanted to instate control by hurting you, by dominating you. But they're gonna regret their words. This is a situation that's on some level harming them as well. But this person, I feel like they want to stay disconnected from their heart. Let me pull one more card. Let's see what card. Yeah, exactly. 6 of Swords. This person is like, nah, I have no feelings. I don't care. I'm just going to focus on my laptop, on research, on science. Basically things that are devoid of emotions. Poof. Well, if they're going to be in this denial, I don't suggest contacting them or getting in touch with them. It's sad because you won't have the support and relationship of your sibling anymore. But these cards just show me that you are so much better on your own, not having to engage in the negativity of this sibling. All these 3 cards are about women on their own, independent, patiently building at their life. And again, I do see here that there will be a reconciliation, but in time, okay, with patience. Have patience, you'll be rewarded. Don't feel like you need to act on anything in relation to your sibling. Obviously, it's going to be a bit difficult if you need to visit your family, but you can avoid them. Yeah, it's a sad situation. Nobody wins in this situation. And it's so ridiculous because an apology would make the situation better, but this person does not want to think about their feelings or to experience their feelings in any way. They're just blocked off completely. They have to deal with accepting themselves first and then realizing if they're being kind to themselves first and they let go of negativity, they will realize that, hey, what I did is a bit shitty. I mean, how would I have felt in a situation where she would have said that to me or he would have said that to me? And the moment they have this empathic link, that's going to be the moment of healing and reconciliation. But up until then, my dear, I'm really sorry. I just don't see it. What do we see here? Exactly. This is what you need to exercise. I think this maybe is a Saturn test. Could be having Saturn conjunct your Venus at the moment, or Saturn in your 7th house. Saturn wants you to exercise strength of character. Do not back down. Do not fall back. Do not be the one that apologizes. Do not take the first step towards this person, no matter how much you care about your memories. No matter how much you feel the pressure from other people around you. Maybe if you're the older one, might feel the pressure to go and do this, as you always did for the younger one. Don't. Hold your ground. You're practicing self-respect. It says here, oh, sorry. Okay, camera focus, please. So, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. So it's a lot of elements, different elements that you both are individually working on. At the moment, you do need this time apart. Psychologically, there has been research showing that people, and siblings especially, or good friends, good childhood friends, go through a 7-year cycle. They are very close, and then something happens that pushes them away, and they come back together after a period of time. But it's usually a period of 7 years that it takes for both of them to be very close and to experience things, and then separate for, I think was about 7 years, and then they come back together. So it's a cycle, okay? This is a person, I mean, this is a family member in this situation. So you're not going to be able to just completely be detached from them, right? But if you can, stay detached and wait for them to actually give you this truth. It needs to come from them. If they were the ones that brought the insult, it needs to come from them in order for you to genuinely remain in your self-respect and your self-worth. If you back down, you're going to compromise your self-worth. This person is just going to be kept in this period of, oh, well, I can continue to be arrogant and insulting with you then, because I see you just easily forgive me, right? You're doing them a favor, because at the moment this person feels shame, and this shame is forcing this person into considering that, hey, you can't keep doing this kind of shitty things to people. Because I don't think you're the only person that they've been cutting with, and all of a sudden, like, I feel like this was a tower moment. Like, they blurted out something really ridiculously insulting to you, and you're like, what? Is this what you genuinely think of me? And now they have their tail in between their legs, and they're mumbling to themselves that you're the one who's supposed to apologize to them. No. They have some healing to do. Final card. Wow, the spider, but it's blocked. The thread of Dharma is being created at the moment. The spider in this deck represents Dharma. My dear, if you hold on, if you exercise strength of character and moral integrity in this situation with your sibling, you will be rewarded. Your self-worth is going to pay off. But be patient until then, and don't back down. It's a boundary you raised. Don't compromise your self-respect by going over that boundary. This person needs to learn a lot of things. They need to heal. If you're the older sibling, like I kind of feel it, then you have a little bit more life experience than this person. So they do need to catch up on a lot of different levels. And this is something that you did not create it. You did not ask your parents to give birth to you in this order. This is something that just happened. It's part of both of your karma in that particular family. So don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. Things are as they are. Allow this person to come to you when their healing is done, and when their when their heart opens up. Up until then, they're just gonna be, like a narcissistic romantic partner, taking from you without giving back. You deserve more than this, my darling. My darling pile 4. I feel like this was the message that I had for you. Let me know down in the comment section if this resonated. Down in the reading. I didn't even know what I'm saying anymore. So yeah, need to go and have a rest. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm always happy to see my family grow, and I'll be putting out a lot more content. I'm bursting with ideas. I have a second channel as well. Feel free to order my romance erotica. Feel free to have a look at my wish list. All sorts of goodies down in the description box below. This was the only pile that I did not feel that there is a literary or musical reference, but there will be for all the other piles that I mentioned in the reading today, so feel free to check those out as well. I hope this is bringing you some light, clarity, and a little bit of fun, maybe some wisdom. I don't know. Take from it whatever you consider applies to you. It was a pleasure for me to do this reading for you, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye, pile number 4. Mwah!